Just the ones that we choose.
Just the ones when I come in.
Yeah, just the ones that we choose.
Okay, I'm gonna give 15 seconds. Everyone get right. Get your notebooks and pens, notes out from everything. This is my first time running the local prep, so I think it's to be fair and to make sure everything's right. I want to set the tone, being that I'm running the prep. So a couple things I think are really important. Number one, I want to address tire. I want to address timing. I want to address how I expect these preps to be run. And Ricky does a great job with the prep. But when I'm here, I just want this is how the preps are going to be from here on out, whether I'm here or not. Just so everyone's clear. Cool. Just to set the expectation so that it's fair. It's not fair for me to address results and hold people accountable if I haven't laid out the way it's going to be, right? And if Ricky hasn't laid out how it's going to be yet, and that wasn't his job to do. So first and foremost, attire clearly is okay to be casual for these, okay? So don't feel the need to go out of your way. I know some people will have to go back home dressed up, although I think everyone who is dressed up looks awesome, aka Ryan, Eli, okay? For me, these preps are okay to be casual, but appropriate casual, right? Whatever that means, so casual. And black and purple always merited and always welcome, black and purple. Just not the black and yellow. No black and yellow. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Steelers hat. Okay, we just have a new AGL opening, everybody. The team that actually supersedes the Steelers fan is someone that's on AGL team, so I guess you get that out for me. Let me pause real quick. So I'm getting echo. Can I just mute yours? Okay. Say it again. I just hit mute on your computer. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, tires casual. Number two, we start right at 8:45, and I'm not sure what the deal is with the commute from the South Miami office or whatever it might be. Are you guys dealing with something because? Karina was running training. Okay, I got no communication, and so so how about this first and last time? Cool. So I need you guys here by 8:30. Skypers or virtual. Awesome job getting up on time. Everyone virtually. Nice job, everybody. So I will fight to tune this out if you agree to fight with me. Some of you are like, tune what out? Okay. So the church and Jesus next door are going ham right now, which is cool. Let me pull up my notes real quick. So I just want to do a friendly reminder of assignments. I want to talk to everyone about where we are, but I do want to start off really quickly with just a quick debrief. If you want to pull your notes out, I would love your biggest takeaways from prep on Monday. I would love everyone just to start off the prep. That's what I always like to do. So, and if you are virtual, and I see Ricky. Yeah, I'm nodding at the same time. Okay. If you're virtual, you have some feedback, just raise your hand and I'll call on you. You can give some feedback. So we'll go one live here. Biggest takeaways and feedback from Monday's prep. Let's start. It's Jasmine. Sounding like John Lennon. What about that?
And when it opened my eyes to me, it's created more of a specific thing because, like you said, you sold a garage to that person who had a really nice Corvette to put in, or they sold, a closet to that woman as opposed to, just an apartment.
Yep. So really catering an apartment to be whatever it needs to be for that person to feel of value. Okay. So how do we relate that to the business? How does that relate to what we're doing?
You have to know your customer.
You can to sell more, but how else?
Give them a specific need as to why they would use.
Okay, how about for AGL? Good. How about for AGL? Think harder and then speak. So like.
If you're applying for a job, a specific reason why you would be there.
Okay, cool. Other feedback on John Lennon. I just want to stay on this point. This is a bigger point than you guys are letting on or taking. Daniel, Ricky, you're more than welcome to chime in. Daniel first, then Ricky.
I would say the way you transfer this to Cutco is just really want to hear.
Can I have you guys come join if you don't mind, or closer or something? I like everyone.
I would say just when you're relating this to Cutco is that when you're doing your presentation, knowing that you're not only selling like Cutco, but you're also selling everything comes with it. It's like a package deal. In that you're catering your customer to how you're gonna make the set work out for the customer, but you're also selling yourself.
I agree. I agree. The John Lennon concept is really important for when you're selling. But I'm talking about for AGL, Ricky.
So if you don't remember, that whole John Lennon story was, yeah, he sells like a balcony or some closet. But the thing that was really interesting was where he sold it was in a 6-block radius. So the whole concept is, yeah, you can sell a lot of real estate in other places, but why not get the most out of the area that you're in? So how does that translate to AGL school? You have a lot of opportunities to get a lot of experience in other places, other companies, but what are you taking from AGL? Are you taking advantage of an opportunity that can help you stand out more importantly, just have an awesome career here, have an awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a great. You can sell real estate nationwide, worldwide. So within a 6-block, 5-block radius, this guy's selling it at the highest, most ridiculously stupid level, making ridiculously stupid success for himself. Why? Because he's really taking advantage of different ways, and he's taking advantage of a smaller opportunity. We are not a Fortune 500 company, everybody, right? We're not. We're not on Forbes, nor will we ever be on Forbes. In fact, people in Forbes companies can write checks to outbuy Cutco in one check. For a small department of their department of their department. Take any Forbes 100 for sure, but probably I would imagine Forbes 500, the top 500 biggest grossing revenue companies, they could write a check. Whoever writes checks there could write a check for the department of the department of the department of the department that was still equal enough to buy out Cutco. That's a whole other story as to why we're also still private. By the way, we could easily get there, or the Stitz could, the family owners could easily get paid out, but they don't, which is awesome. Okay. Part of that, and Ricky, thank you for that. So take advantage of a 5-block radius. Take advantage of the Cutco nice job during college. The other part I will say is kind of reverse it to yourself. Just like the apartment can be sold to someone for what they really see value in, a garage, a view. You yourself also have something here, okay? The apartment is the apartment, but what people see is different. AGL is AGL, but what you get and see is different too. For some of you, you have no interest in building your resume for the next interview because you don't know what the hell you want to do after college anyway. So for me to say AGL is for everyone who's going to be a stepping stone and rock their interviews. Half of you are like, interview for what? I don't even know my major. And you'd have to raise your hand and say I, because I would probably know if I just spoke to you. When I say AGL is great for personal skills, I can develop my skills. If that's not what you're into right now, then AGL is not of value. You should quit. You should say, Jeff, I need to leave AGL. I'm thinking about it. But there is a balcony here for all of you. There is a view here for all of you. There's a garage, and there's certainly a closet. A lot of cool clothes here for you. There's a cool closet for them in the back. It's in a weird way why I want them closer too, is because they just as much have a stake in this apartment too, right? Okay. You just create a really cool conversation from that. Okay. Jesus believes in it too. Jesus believes in the opportunity too. Next door. Other takeaways or feedback, Mr. Gavin.
Yeah, continue on with the same conversation. For those of us that are going to be going into management, we can take the same lesson when we're trying to sell this whole experience to a potential representative or a potential AGL or DMC, whatever candidates we're going to have in our own offices. It's really important that we package the presentation based on what they need and what they're looking for.
I agree.
From our own representatives.
I agree. So this is your ability to, when you're pitching AGL and the M3PG experience, everybody, are you able to give them their view or their balcony or their parking garage? Very good, Gavin. We have one more person who's virtual. Miss Fox is joining us. Hello, Callie. Anyone else? Okay, back here. Yes, take away.
Just watching the 30 is not the new 20 video again this year is it's the same message, but it's taking away from it differently. With the things that I have going on right now, it's a big wake up, I would say. Just creating a lot of urgency in not only my circles of influences, but just the path or career paths I want to take.
Yeah, I think it's a wake up call for everyone that what you do in your 20s matters, everybody. Right? What you do in your 20s matters. Okay, I'll do one more big takeaway, Mr. Antoine.
I really liked your planner talk, just the different things, the different tools that you said you could use, like the Power Hour, brain dumping, just writing information when it comes to mind.
Good. Awesome. To your point, I want to share, I always get AGL messages. I got a message from Taylor Max Ricard, who's now a CSP candidate, 2-time branch manager, AGL. And if you've been in AGL before, you might know situational leadership. right? With S1, D1, D2, D3, D4. That's next prep. I pushed it to next prep. And he says, in my leadership, my 300 level leadership class, they're teaching what you taught us in lesson 1 of AGL 3 years ago when I started. And he goes, I think I'm going to do okay in this class. Right? I just take a lot of pride in that because I want you to know you're taking away tangible things. So awesome. I want to say thanks for your time. I thought we rocked the prep on Monday. I thought it was outstanding. And we're here today, and I'll say this every week. We're here doing weekly on Thursday nights, what others won't. And we're here doing once a month on September 26th, on Labor Day Monday, and October 16th, whatever that date is. In Ole in New York, and in December, we're doing now what others won't. So next summer, you could do some things that are unthinkable, and that's run a business. Maybe it's a first-year branch for some of you, where you're running an office to build a business, or maybe it's a second-year branch for you, where you're learning to grow and develop a business. So I applaud you, and right now, you have to know, and I'm going to say this every week, and when Ricky's running it, he's going to say it, 10-80-10 does not just apply when you're selling Cutco, it applies here. I'll say it again, 10-80-10. 10% of you are the engine right now, leading AGL. You're confident. It's like that rep that leaves it's like the rep that leaves day 3 of training and their first 3 demos are homemakers, signatures, and completes. You know how easy it is to talk to that rep? Oh my God, I might drop out of school. I'll stay on Cutco forever. Right? And then you talk to the rep where their first 3 demos are no sale and a trimmer and a table knife. Oh, never mind. I'll return the table knife the same day. Different conversation. So 10% of you are leading the way. If that's you, take advantage of this time of having momentum and confidence. If you're the bottom 10% right now, you're the caboose, you're dragging. And if you are, like I said, what did I say? You will want to what all the time?
Quit.
You will want to quit all the time during AGL. And those of you there in the front right now, and if you're online here, like, oh, I'm the engine. At some point, everyone has to rock the caboose train. I'm just telling you, like, no matter how good you are, Ricky has rocked the caboose every year at some point. Daniel has, and I have. Okay, but my goal is to make sure no matter where you are on the train, it's not. I have very little concern about where you are on the train now. I'm more so concerned by the time we get to December when you're gonna have territories. Because if you're funded and you're trained, you'll get a territory. Okay, and our mission is to drive towards how many offices next year? 25 offices. Okay, awesome. So. Let me do a quick review of the assignments, and it's just really awesome how technology year after year after year makes it really simple. For those that are virtual, just so you know, you guys are really, really like on display. Like everyone on TV can see. And Alex, you've got the hot seat. Alex Thomas has the hot seat today, and you don't know if your face is going to be the big Isaac Kurtz fathead. You don't know. So Alex, you won today. And here's a positive problem. We don't ever have time to do what's hot, how do you appreciate it? Otherwise, we'll be here till 10 just from that. Okay? So every prep, dress casual, every prep, I need you guys to be here between 8:30 and 8:40 latest. If there's a situation and things come up, a virtual earlier than that, and Ricky will always set you guys up. If there's a situation, ready? I want you to give me the AGL 8-player communication. AKA, don't let us reach out to you if something's wrong and you're late. It should be coming from you and with ample time. Okay? I won't treat you like reps because you're not reps. You guys are AGL members. Cool? That's another thing. Third, making sure you get your stats up for the week, which includes career CPO and campaign CPO. What's that part of, by the way, those 2 numbers? Very important thing for AGL ranking. What's that? It's part of your matrix, right? Q matrix, right? Demos completed for the week and set for this upcoming week. Have you sold your Olean homemaker? Okay. Letter of intent. What's your startup at? And what functions have you watched this past week? Now, of course, most of you is to be determined. That's okay because we haven't really pushed that yet. Okay. Any questions so far? Awesome. 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 So let me do a quick review of the assignments. Next level group. Maybe a quick. Can anyone run down next level assignments in a quick review? Who can give me the next level assignments? I have them. I'm just asking.
Connect with mentee. Set up Vector Live.
Yeah. So connect. Okay, you got it. Good. So connect with your mentee, which is coming no later than beginning of next week. So you'll get your mentee. Second one, Franco.
Set up Vector Live.
Make sure you have your Vector Live set up. 90% of you already have one anyway. Okay. So I think Gavin's the only one as a next level special guest. Okay. PR calling. What is that? Set 10 or more personal recruits between now and the next prep. Okay. That's actually going to become an assignment for the first year's leader. get at least one steroid set. And let me clarify, I either want you to set one steroid, your next level, or observe a steroid interview being run or being set. Anything that has to do with setting or running a steroid interview. Also, how to be CEO. Make sure you have full-blown, ready to discuss book review. Start working on what? Getting out of finals early. Any moves since prep? I know it's early. Did anyone make any moves? Kayla, talk to me in DC. What have you done? Unmute yourself, you crazy.
Sorry, what can you do?
For the wolf, unmute yourself.
For my school, you have to go through the dean of admissions to get any sort of like okay, because if you miss one class, you automatically fail. So I set an appointment to talk to the dean of admissions next week.
All right, I like it. Making moves early. Awesome. Okay, good. And then last for next level is sponsorship. Start talking about or asking. Any moves from next level about getting sponsored yet? Franco, what's your update?
Yeah, I have furniture coming in. Like very nice furniture.
Okay, so looks like Franco already has, now, of course, it's chicken before the egg. You got to get the office first, but he's kind of, what do you say, acting as if. He doesn't act as if, so he's got furniture on the way. Free furniture? That's the best kind of furniture, right? $3.99? Okay. First years, here are your assignments. Check email twice daily, and I haven't sent any recently. I've been backed up, but over the weekend, starting tomorrow through Monday, you'll be getting emails from me. I'll send a follow-up on the prep, some thank yous and recognition, some just clarification on assignments. I'm going to send a second email, everybody, with my brother's links. So you'll get kind of the commercial, the CG 3.0 commercial. You'll get the video from my brother, and you're going to get an official SurveyMonkey link so you can fill out, and he's going to cater the program to you. I just spoke to him today. He was really pumped. I sent him a Ravens care package with like $300 of Ravens gear, and it was pretty awesome. So he was pretty pumped. He got a cool sweatshirt like this, and got like Gamboa matching sweatshirts, of course. Go figure. Check email. 2, make sure you're ready to do drill for skill. In other words, we will be drilling. In fact, tonight we're going to be doing some drilling for scores. We will be asking you to drill for skill on the pre-screen all the way through the product of the interview. Watch 3 to 5 full interviews scripted. That can be either the Karina videos, or that can be live videos. One's not better than the other, otherwise we wouldn't put the videos up. Okay. Make sure you're able to show your planner in action. 1 steroid PR in by the prep, either in or observed, preferably getting 1 in. High communication during the push, which starts on the 15th, and any virtual participants. I believe I've gotten 90%. I'm missing 2 of you. If you're online right now, 2 of you have not sent your debrief email. I want 1-page debriefed on your biggest takeaways from the prep on Monday. So I'm going to stop. Any clarifications on questions or questions on the assignments?
Do we have the product paper? The product part of the
product part of the interview? No. You guys have, okay, the question from Michael Mustabe is, do we have the script for, yeah, right now you only have the pre-screen script on purpose. The whole interview is already scripted. I'm going to give that to you officially at the next prep. That's why I want you to run 3 to 5 scripting at first for active learning purposes. And that way, when you get the script, it's way easier to learn it. Okay? If you want, let me give you a little extra, what do you call it? Edge, what do you call it? If you want a little special hot sauce, a little magic sauce from Jeff Gamboa, ask your manager if you can run an interview by October, like a full interview. What did Meg J say? The best way to progress is to have a plan and not enough time. And I think it was Erica Timmons' point from Next Level where she said, Carla said you're running the interview. So we can't promise it to everyone, but if you want to get ahead, have an interview that you're set to run first, second week of October. Most AGLers will run the first interview end of October / November / December. But if you want to get ahead, say, Ricky, give me an interview. And Ricky was even talking about giving some people 2 in 2 weeks, which is really awesome. Okay. Any questions, comments? One last thing. Any Next Level members? Quick, though, by the way, quick. Any additional thoughts on how to really rock September AGL?
Communication with the manager, just like how you're saying, always ask, do a lot of asking, hey, can I do this pre-screening, or hey, can I observe this, can I observe that?
Yeah, just always ask to observe. I think it was Eli, I don't even know who was speaking, it was probably Eli. He said, hey, I'm done, is there anything I can do or help with? Those are like the magic words. Those are those are like the magical words to hear from an AGL member. Oh, is there anything I can watch or do or learn? Not what are you doing? Well, I'm already booked, so I'm just kind of chilling out. Reps chill out. AGL members learn. Cool. What else? Other tips from next level, even virtual?
Yeah.
Esteban, is that you, Esteban?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, even if you don't have an office near you, just practice, like in front of your stuffed animals, your pillows, whatever, and also observe.
Yep, and there's technology, aka what you guys are doing to observe right now, makes it very impossible for someone to say, "Oh, well, I can't observe." In fact, I'm watching Daniel's interview virtually on Monday because I can't be here physically, so I'm going to watch him virtually, and I'm going to observe his interview. So, cool. Other questions or comments? Beautiful. So here's the game plan for tonight, everybody. Notebooks and pens, please. Let me do a first quick review of everyone's matrix scores. So I want to congratulate, first of all, letters of intent, Mr. Michael Musabe with his letter of intent, and I think we're missing a couple letters, by the way. Okay. So David Reyes, I know, does not have his letter of intent in yet. I think he got knocked off, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
There's only a limited amount of spots, and for anyone who was late, they didn't get a spot.
I see. Okay. Does anyone have their letter of intent in that's not marked accurately? Or do all these people not have a letter in? Well, Franco has. Oh, there we go. Because you guys were late. Anthony Blake has his letter in. Franco has a letter in. Anyone else missing? So, lady, have your letter in? Okay. So far we have Franco, Blake, and Michael, and Mr. Gavin with the letters of intent in. So congrats on that first very important step. I'm looking for Sergio letters, by the way. The next letters of intent are going to show who are most serious about earning a spot. And whether it's branching abroad, branching in the States, doesn't matter. Get that letter in because it's really going to make you a serious candidate. Startup. What's the total that's due by October 1st? 500. If you want to be on pace, what should you be? 2 levels up, right? 2 LU, 2 levels up. So 2 levels up is 1,000. So the closer you get and the faster you get to $1,000 in startup, I know that RJ, and Audrey's on his way at some point even tonight. He might miss. No, he's not going to. He's going to miss tonight. RJ is going to be submitting, or just submitted $1,000. So he'll be submitting $1,000. I just got another. Who else just submitted? Bryce just submitted. How much, Bryce?
It's up to 1,000.
Oh, it's up to. Okay, so he's up to up to 1,000 now, and several of you. Oh, can you mute? Okay, and several of you updated your withholdings to increase during the push week. I think it's really important that I would say every AGL member, it's smart to increase your withholdings between now through the push. So this week I think it's okay, but starting on the 15th on, I would increase even by 10%. So if you want to do that, all you have to do is just text me directly. Hey Jeff, one increase for the push, up by 10%. Okay, and if you don't know where you're at, you can text me directly and I'll figure that for you. Any questions? Okay, let's just go through the calendar. So ready? This is where you pull out your planners and go to the monthly section. And may I have my planner, please? Heisman, are you wearing a gray wife beater at prep? Unbelievable. Thank you. Okay, so here's the calendar. Let me make sure everyone's clear. Next most important event is the Sunday all day Sunday phone jam, or the push pickup phone jam this Sunday. If you're going for a 10K push or higher, then you make sure you're here no later than 1:45, 1:30, and appropriate to your goal. And we should have covered that last time. What time you should arrive. I want to give props to all the A players who are going for over $3,000 to $5,000 plus. So make sure you keep high communication. Bless you. The official push SLC starts from the 15th, goes to the 28th. You should have that in your calendar. The next prep, where everything is due, is on September the 26th. Moving to October, the next prep is going to be October the 10th. And really, really important, the Oleum push starts on Thursday, October the 22nd. It's a Thursday start to the push. So it starts October 22nd. So when's momentum week for that push? Yeah, so the week 12th through the 19th is momentum week for Oleum push. Okay. And this is kind of like redemption for SC2, right? Gives FC a chance to compete, gives the pilot and all the other offices a chance to compete. Cool. All right, any questions? Okay, good. So now, for sake of time, here's what we're gonna do for tonight, because I need to do some drill for skill, and we're gonna separate into groups to do drill. Tonight, I'm gonna cover the philosophies of the interview one more time, and then I'm gonna send a separate video that I'm gonna have you guys watch on the on the music, not the words. Okay, so the music, not the words means what are the nonverbal, but the body language things that are important when you're running an interview. I mean, there's a whole message I'll give, so everyone be on the lookout the video for that. They'll go on the YouTube. But I want to talk to you about the philosophy of the interview. Mr. Ricky, if we get one of these, a little snapshot. Or actually, Antoine's right here. Next time I'll just ask him. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So you're going to learn from Beth at the next prep the philosophies of recruiting. Can you guys see? Okay. So the interview is broken down into 3 sections. Okay. The pre-screen, the group, and the post. Ricky, remind me at the end to cover observation, please, at the end of this whole thing. Pre-screen, the group, and the post. So I want to cover the objectives of all 3. The objective of the pre-screen. Any next level want to chime in? What's the objective of the pre-screen? Daniel? Yeah, to filter out. NQ means not qualified. So the pre-screen is meant to filter out anyone that's not qualified. What does that mean? Anyone that cannot work with our company or doesn't qualify for the position. Okay? When you start to observe interviews, we'll give you more insight. You'll see that. But it's if they're not old enough or they don't belong to our territory, meaning they should go to a different office. Okay? And then there, of course, if you're next level, you know there are more advanced ways to qualify pre-screened interview. What's the objective of the group interview? Anthony? Yeah, ready? Is to explain the job. Okay. Next level, what's another more advanced objective of the group interview? Build value / what? What's the group interview? What's the point of the group interview? Daniel, what's the point of the group interview?
Explain why.
Explain the job. Right? Build value. And to recruit, and it's a recruiting class. Okay? So the first thing I want to share with you is that it's not really an interview per se. It's a recruiting class. In fact, if you ever get a chance to sneak into the staff meetings, we don't put what time of the interviews. We put RC, which stands for recruiting class. Why? Because essentially, it's a group recruiting class. It's a group pitch. Because you have to build enough value, just like you do at Cutco, right? The value is high. What's low? Right? Sorry, I know he's going crazy, right? The value is really high. Price is low. So the value of the job is really high. The opposition to the job is really low. Okay? So your goal is to get people excited. And this is why it's different, because when you're meeting with customers, it's not the same as a demo. Because when you build value at demo, What are some keys? Like if I'm a brand new rep, Antoine, you've sold Cutco, or Jazz, you've sold Cutco before. What are some keys to doing a good demo besides following the script? Rapport. What kind of demeanor and body language did you have? Happy, excited, enthusiastic, like wow. That's actually not what you want in an interview. Okay? You want not impressed. Remember that from Monday? Not impressed. Okay. Professional, but real. Okay. Professional but real. So the reason I put the but real, because if you're just professional, then you run the interview like this, and as far as the position goes, that's not really genuine for especially 19, 20, 21-year-olds running recruiting classes, even for 37 years old, if I were running interviews. So professional but real. And I don't know if it Ricky or Daniel said at the prep, you want to have a demeanor overall where someone would say, wow, I think it'd be really great to work with and for that person, but I wouldn't want to make them mad. Right? I would really love to work for and with that person. Not, oh, that person's really cool. That's the wrong demeanor, right? Oh, I think it'd be great, it'd be awesome to work for and with them, but I wouldn't want to make them mad. Not, oh, that person's really cool. Another way to think of it, you want to be really professional and you happen to be kind of cool. Not, oh, you're really cool and you happen to be professional. I heard Ricky explain that the other day. I'll say that again, maybe you can write this down. You want to be professional and you happen to be kind of cool. Not, you're really cool and you happen to be kind of professional. Next level group, what's the M word? That is really important. Yeah, mystique. You're gonna have mystique. Okay? And then the post is to accept them. The objective is to accept them for the job. And it's called sign them for training. Sign them for training, meaning give them the details and officially book them into the training seminar. Okay. Next prep will cover the percentages and what you can expect, but this is essentially the group. So right now, you've only role played this. We're gonna drill for skill on this. We're gonna role play and do a little bit of drill for skill on this. The group interview, you'll be responsible for the first half of the next prep. And then when we get to the October prep, you'll be responsible for the rest. This is pretty fast. It seems like a lot, but it seems like a lot to the same degree that the Cutco selling presentation seemed like a lot the first day, didn't it? Now it's like, it's the same thing. Okay? Questions or comments or additional thoughts from next level? I'll take all three. Okay, yeah.
I was going to say, the sooner you actually start doing these interviews or asking for these interviews, the sooner you'll realize it's just like a,
yeah. Okay, ready? The best way, reading or watching? What's the better way? Watching. What's better, watching or doing? Yeah, so the more active you get, you better. So as of right now, you have tools to observe. You have live interviews. You have videos from Karina on YouTube. But then after that, the sooner you get them run, and I wish we could track it. Maybe this should we track it. There's a direct correlation between people who start running their interviews sooner and how good they are at the interview by next summer. Right? When did you start running your first interview? Were you sooner? October. Mid-October. Do you remember when you ran your first one?
I wasn't.
Oh, that's right. That's different. Okay. I know Erica ran her first one probably late September. So just some food for thought. Okay. Any questions on this? Just to clarify, because we're gonna take the rest of this session. 22. Yeah, the rest of this session is going to be role playing the pre-screen again, and then I'm going to do a little bit of drill for skill. We give people some matrix scores tonight. Okay. My last thought, that doesn't have to do with this. I'm going to mute. Is the concept of observation. If you notice here on the last column, it said functions observed. By next week, you're going to get a checklist, and the checklist is going to have all the different functions you need to observe and how many times you need to observe them to be proficient. It just makes it really easy to see what you've observed. But let me do a quick review of the Focus 5. Okay. So if you have your notes, I'd love for you to pull out your notes on the Focus 5. Okay. This is worth reviewing. If you don't have this down, you definitely want to get this down. So, focus 5. This is something you should be able to regurgitate at every single prep if you want to make sure you're on pace. Focus 5. Who remembers the first one?
PR program.
PR program. Okay. In the program, in the PR program, there are 3. Yep. There's traditional, which is when we call people's list. There's rep driven. I'll call it RD, rep driven. That's when we have someone call their friend and then hand the phone over to us. Driven by the rep. And then steroid, where we inject them with steroids and they're so excited to come in like this. No? No. This is what? This is when the friend, like Musube has a friend named Antoine who we've called over and over again through the list, won't come in. We try to get him on the phone, he won't do it. But Mike says, hey, why don't you just meet with my manager? It doesn't have to be an interview. Let's just have a 3-way Skype or we'll meet together, same place. Okay. What's part 2? What's receptionist program? Okay, and what are there's 4 here, right? There's staffing. What's staffing mean? Hiring. Okay, there's staffing. Training. The Sunday kickoff meeting. Yep, and the last one is management. And then there's the training. Seminar. So getting a good show to the training seminar, what's that? What function is that really? What function is that? The recruiting class, right? Big 6. Those are the big 6 talks that you're going to be responsible to learn. The rest are all video. The rest you literally can say, for this next section of training, we have our division manager, Jeff Gimbo, who you're going to meet next week at an SLDM. And he's going to talk about value of the product. And see, this is what Jeff's going to be talking about today. So pay attention when he talks about this. Pay attention to this, pay attention to this. Play the video, you watch it with them. You can stop the video. Did you see how Jeff talked about that? And you're just going to let me do the training for you. Cool? It's just a lot easier that way. And then launch. Yes. With demos. Launching with demos. How do you run a training where people leave and they actually have appointments? And it's, the answer is not as easy as, well, you just get them on the phone. It's really not that simple. It's like, how do you have a 10K push? You just work really hard. And there's a 10K push. There it is. No challenges. Right? Nothing. What's number 4? Fast Start Pro. Good, Soleil. You want to list the 4 for me or 3? Yeah. Rep targeting. Okay, that's like Champions Club and getting people to come into High Flyer Workshop. Second one, Soleil? Yeah, first 10-day management. Yeah, first 10-day management means within the first 10 days, and there's a reason that's so important. I'll teach you later. The last one, Soleil? 10 minutes. Good. And then number 5. Who can tell me number 5? Demo management. Okay, and that's how do you launch people with 10 or more appointments, phone jams, and then of course PDI to help drive it. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to label for the month of September. This is for so for September, let me give you what I want first years. I want next level to focus on. Okay, so in the blue, and this is I cover this in Puerto Rico. So in blue, training seminar, opening comments, training seminar, red zone. This is for next level. So training seminar, opening comments, training seminar, red zone. Sunday kickoff meeting. Sunday kickoff meeting. Interview, so you get a good show. And then on the side, clipboarding, we'll put it here, we'll put clipboarding and steroids. Those are what I want all next level members focused on. So when you're meeting with Ricky, so Anthony Blake and Franco and Daniel and Ricky and Kayla and Esteban and whoever else is the next level, I just can't see everyone. Okay. Clipboarding and steroids, Sunday kickoff meeting, opening comments to training, red zone to training, and your interview. That's all I want you to focus on. If you're doing something else and observing and learning something else, you're going to, that's extra after this. So if we look and you're going to have a checklist, and Ricky and I are going to put something together where we keep a track. If you have anything outside of this and you haven't done this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the month, not important. Any questions? Okay. First years. I also want you to focus on getting show to training, which is really the interview. Okay. So this is all first years. I didn't do this at the prep, so first years definitely get this done. I also want you to be observing steroids and clipboards. And then I want you to focus on traditional PR calling and rep-driven PR calling. Meaning, I want you to observe receptionists or managers making calls to lists of people that were recommended, or I want you to observe or start to do rep-driven. In Puerto Rico, they had like kind of I ran PEP on Saturday, so they had a head start, and I think 90% of the management candidates in Puerto Rico have already made their first rep-driven call. Powell said, like, you're just going to do it. So she didn't wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? That's all I want you to focus on. Any questions or comments for clarification? I'll take a picture, and I'll I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Take a picture. Everyone? Okay. How's it going? I like that. Okay. Questions or comments? No, I'm just curious. What's that? Did I get a haircut? No. Does it look like it? No, I did. Okay. It's first week of the season. Next level, what are you taking from this, or feedback or questions on what I want you guys to focus on? Send to Ricky and then send to me individually. Actually, no. Send to the group. Fine. Yes, sir. Right, and you're probably going to focus on things that you feel like you're not good at. Ready? You could be here for 3 years and be not good at half the stuff still. Right? Because if it's that easy to do it, everyone would be a branch, everyone would be a district manager. Right? So to your point, let's make it what's important. My goal is that when you're a next level member, I don't care what you're not good at. I know that you're going to be good at the things that help you to, if you're a first year, build and build fast. If you're running a second year branch, grow and develop the office really fast. If you're a first year, I just want you focused on the things so that when you open up an office from scratch, you'll actually have people selling Cutco with you versus by yourself. That's it. Okay? And for those of you at the next level, we definitely did not do this last year as meticulous. And I believe this is going to be a much more concentrated, more intentional NOG level year this year for all of you. Cool? Any questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm not sure if you said this. You said the OC for
day one. I'm sorry. So day one opening comments, red zone. And thanks for the picture. Any questions? Okay, so now I have currently 9:33. What I like to do is take the next 20 minutes to pair up and role play. Okay. What's the best way? How do we usually do it with the virtuals? For who? For someone, the managers?
No, they just don't want to.
Oh, I see. Okay. So all of you will role play once for the whole group, the pre-screen. Okay. So let me give you the order. We'll start with. We'll go. Wendy, Callie, Kayla, Esteban, Heisman, Gavin, Alex, and I'm not sure. I guess Bryce got kicked off. Oh, Alex can't talk. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. So just pay attention and follow through with your script. That's okay. So the next 20 minutes, and then at the end, I'm going to do a couple live matrix scores so you can see my evaluation. So you can see the things I'm looking for when I give the matrix score, and then we'll break off to do individual scores, okay? So let's take 15, 20 minutes, and you guys are good to go. We're going to mute you, and Esteban, I'm going to leave it up to you as the senior leader to facilitate. Cool? Okay, perfect. Okay, sir. All right, so let's do this. Let's go. Why don't Daniel? Can I have you role play with Franco, and then let's see.
Okay. So.
Okay. So Daniel and Franco, and then the rest of you figure out. Yeah, that's what I said. Cool. Okay, so go ready. I'll give you 30 seconds. Go find your partner. Yeah.
That was pretty hard.
I want to get quite a sense of like what you're taking from. You take anything from the class?
It's pretty much everything that I've done. The difference is like I take over the steps.
I actually should have gone more in depth in the steps. I'm like, hey, we got to stop. I was a little rushed, but
Also, too, I think we should have
right. Did we just find out who's not signed up and sign up now? Sorry? We just find out who's here and who's not signed up and sign up now. So, yeah. Where's Elijah? So they just had to go whenever they saw. Does he always have soccer Thursday?
It just like changed for this week because they were doing evening practices versus like the 6 to 8.
But it just this is the only week he's had that.
I think so. I have to
When do you let you know? When did he find out? This week. Did you give him a hard time?
Yeah, I mean, it's all that's why today when you're like, oh, we'll see the prep. It's like, wait, the prep's today? Like, what do you mean? Of course today. Should be in your planner. You should have this. RJ obviously has his
I would say
Just say as soon as possible.
Okay, Jasmine, since you're playing sales and stuff, high quality the kitchen as well as our students are able to explain and demonstrate the product and answer questions they may have. Answer questions
When it comes to money, many of us are trying to spend less and save more. And we all know that isn't easy. I'm Alexa Von Toll, certified financial beginner, and I'm now to make affordable financial planning accessible and affordable. We provide you with trusted financial plans to help you get started. Start for free by heading to our website.
same rate as better others. So that makes sense.
Now at Wendy's, get 10 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $4. And free extra try the new creamy sriracha sauce. That's right, 10 hot and crispy all-white meat chicken nuggets, delicious creamy sriracha, natural cut sea salt fries, and a cold fresh cracker, all for just $4. That's a whole lot of great food without spending a whole lot of money. Give me your money for on these items. I refuse to cross the table and ask for most of the time. That's not a lot of experience.
I doubt you. Again, at the end of the interview, have your questions answered. So you are making so you make sure like you bring that back to I can write it down. Yes, doing that because you know right now yeah, it's really quite nice. If I have verbatim memorized,